Right, for today's video we was actually escaping Essex, and
fate would have it that it would keep us here.
yeah, it's like the Truman Show.
It's like the Truman Show. We are stuck to Essex.
But basically the plan was to go maybe 2/5 of the way round the M25 and pick up the M40 or M41, can't remember. But as soon as we got on the M25, there's tailbacks.
Oh, hang on, it's moving. It's moving.
It's moving. You fucking knobhead.
We were soon on our way to our destination in West Wickham, which is a beautiful part of the country in the Chilterns, and home to a number of points of interest. Most notably perhaps is the Hellfire Caves, which is where we began this walk. This was free a few years ago. I ain't happy. They want to rip you off everywhere you go these days.
Them bastards.
We wasted no time at the start and decided to head straight to the Hellfire Caves. So come with us as we do a little exploration. Well, sort of exploration. It's been a tourist site for well over 100 years, so it's not like we've just stumbled across it, but whatever. So the Hellfire Caves were built for Francis Dashwood, who created them for the use by the Brotherhood of St Francis of Wickham in the 1750s to 1760s. The club was comprised of a number of well-to-do 18th century figures, including the American founding father Benjamin Franklin. The motto of the club of "Do what thou wilt" was later shared by the likes of Aleister Crowley over the years, so maybe why it was later known as the Hellfire Club, a term which the group themselves never actually used. They were accused at the time of having practiced paganism, publicly sacrificing to Bacchus, the Roman god of wine, and Venus, the Roman goddess of sex and fertility. Rumours circulated about black magic and orgies occurring underground here in secret, but ultimately nobody really knows what went on down here, but we can guess. Nonce! Well, yeah, that is actually generally what they probably did down there, to be totally honest.
Before pizza?
Yeah, no, honestly, that is probably what happened. Because this is where they used to eat dinner, right? And they used to have women dancing up here. That's the River Styx.
How did that Class B engineering brick get there?
Fuck. So above, directly above us is the church.
Possibly.
No, it is, honestly. Yeah, directly above is the church.
I suppose we are quite a long way down.
Yeah. So the whole point is that it's this is why they think it's like this, where they used to do all the fucking magic shit, black magic rituals and all that sort of shit.
Right, these caves we're in, they're quite cool and everything. And what's really good is that they've made a statue of one of the people that dug it out. Right, you see here he's got no arms. That's when he finished it. When he started, he actually had arms, but they wore away.
So I'm not being funny, but this is basically just the 1700s version of Epstein's Island, because you've got the tunnels going down, you've got the banquet hall with the bit where the servant girls would go and dance and shove their titties around, and then you've got this bit down here, which I just showed you, the black magic bit, which is underneath the church, which you have to get to by crossing, which is here, the River Styx, which, if you know your mythology, is obviously crossing over into the land of the dead. So yeah, it's basically just like some weird occultist elite things where they just try and excuse the fact that they're just massive perverts. That's my theory anyway.
I ain't ever going to get it done.
No, come on. Get on with it.
Don't care that the bottom of your shoe's falling off. That's all right. Here's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
You're filming.
Yeah.
This is cement.
Yeah.
So this whole bit, this whole arch way was is redone. And the way they've done it is they've made a cast out of shuttering.
Oh, okay.
That's why you've got so many snots.
Yeah, but they haven't done very good pointing here, have they?
No. Yeah, look there. Right. So from there to there, which is about 6 foot.
Yeah.
So I reckon if you went sort of 6 foot that way, you'd find another sticking out bit. Because I reckon that's what they've done, 6 foot at a time.
Right, okay.
In fact, there is, look. It's there.
Okay.
So they made like a ply shutter.
Yeah.
Or a turning piece and turned the arch 6 foot at a time. That's how they've done this. Because I know everything about construction as well as everything about the great outdoors.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Was that terrifying?
The price of it was. We're going to settle a proper English debate because we are good English or British or whatever people.
I'm English.
I'm English.
Yeah, I don't want to be associated with those Welsh.
So we're going to settle a debate right now. A little experiment as such. We've got 2 matching cups, 2 matching teapots, and some milk. And we're going to find out, do you put the milk in first or second? Do you want milk in first or second?
I'll have milk in first.
Well, I'll put it in afterwards.
Okay.
How much milk do you want?
Oh, that's a good. See, that's a good question right away, isn't it? How much do you need in there? Because this is a different cup I've never used before, so I don't know how much milk to put in there.
Yeah, no, that's true because like,
you do it by eye when you're adding it to the tea that's already been poured. So this is a good question.
Well,
I'd say a little bit more than that. I reckon just a dribble more. We'll go there. That'll do.
Right, and you want the?
I want the pink
cup
because I'm a little bit camp.
Yeah, no. When we said we were an outdoorsy channel and we said about camping.
So I reckon that's about right.
That is a good woman's cup of tea.
That is a good woman's cup of tea. Thank you.
Now I'm going to do it the proper way.
This is all riveting entertainment.
This is how you lose subscribers.
So you've put too much in there. You haven't got enough room for the milk.
No, you don't need a lot of milk, especially not with Twinings. Now you got to stir it.
So I didn't have to stir. That's the thing.
You got to stir it 4 times clockwise,
right,
and twice anti-clockwise.
Go on then. Off you go. Right, I'm going to try yours. So that's a bit strong for me. You try mine?
I'm in the building trade.
Whereas mine's a bit like piss. So, you know. I like the fact that the music's playing in the background as well.
See, now that's a proper cup of tea.
Go on. Try mine.
And that, to be honest, that just tastes like boiling hot water.
I concur.
Yeah.
So the correct way of making a tea is to put the milk in after you've poured. Do with that information what you will.
Yeah.
You go get me, soldier!
Next, it was time to head up onto the top of the hill where the rumours of black magic and paganism are only compounded by the existence of the mausoleum up there, which faces east towards the morning sun, overlooking High Wycombe. It is there that some of the members and friends of the Hellfire Club were laid to rest in urns. That said, I think it really does suit the landscape, and in my opinion is a lovely addition to it. Behind the mausoleum is St Lawrence's Church, which had a golden ball added to it by Dashwood, in an apparent attempt to copy similar ones he'd seen on his travels in Venice. Apparently, there are seats inside the ball you can go inside and sit in. I'm not entirely sure I trust it personally, but there you are. After taking in the views for a while, we decided to head off in the direction of Hughenden Manor, a National Trust property about 5 or 6 miles walk away.
It's nice chocolate. Everything from Aldi's is nice. Thank you.
Chucky.
I honestly don't know why people shop at like Tesco's anymore.
No, I've stopped shopping at Tesco's. Mainly because their club card thing winds me up.
Well, my local Aldi has started selling Monster. So all I need is cigarettes and diesel.
Aldi's own cigarettes.
What do you reckon? It sounds nice. Quite nice. you go. Here's a weird thought for you. My road tax is due at the beginning of next month.
Right.
The beginning of March.
Right.
And it's not too bad. It's only 20 quid. So it's quite nice. I can pay direct debit if I want to pay like £1.70 or something like that. And I'm kind of thinking of doing it out of spite. But why should I have to pay £20 road tax when in the last year and a half I've had to replace all 4 of my suspension because the roads are so bad?
The daily talk about the area. So we made it to Hughenden Manor, only to find that it was shut, like most of the other National Trust properties, for the winter. Fortunately, the tea room and gardens were still open, mind you, so it wasn't a completely wasted journey.
Well,
what healthy delights have you got?
I've got basically the same as you.
I'm sure this video would have been more interesting if we could have looked around inside, but since we're here, it's worth just mentioning that this National Trust property was once the stately home of former Prime Minister Benjamin Disraeli, but more interestingly, saw use during World War II as an intelligence hub. It was here that British aerial photography was scrutinised and maps were drawn up for bombing raids and for the invasion of Europe. Shortly after the war, it was handed over for safekeeping with the National Trust. There you go. Get it?
What?
There you go.
Very clever.
What a dickhead. After a quick nose around, we decided to head back to the car. I don't know what's so interesting about fucking these little gates.
I don't know, but gates are a very interesting thing to
Why
film.
do we keep filming these? See? Opens and shuts. It's exciting.
Yeah, but it's like a key moment, like an end of a scene.
Yeah, it's true. was your favourite part of that walk? Cornish pasty.
No, because although we've eaten a couple Cornish pasties recently, I'm not actually a big fan of them.
Oh.
I went to the toilet behind a bush. That was quite nice.
Lovely.
Right, hope you enjoyed that walk. Yeah, it was quite fun to do. It's a shame that National Trust building was closed in half term. A good time for...
Yeah, I don't really understand what's going on with National Trust. I mean, I paid for a National Trust membership, and it seems like half the National Trust premises are shut during the winter months. So I want half my annual subscription back. Thank you very much, Mr. National Trust.
And I want some of my £20 a year road tax back because I had to replace all my suspension.
You've already said that.
I know, but I'm very serious about it.
Oh, okay. Anyway, thanks for watching, and hopefully you might consider coming back for the next one. Possibly.
But if you didn't enjoy it, don't forget to unsubscribe
and unlike
and leave nasty comments.
Bye for now.
Bye.